I'll admit I flew up the balloon up to the roof, but when I arrived, Shikavel and the president were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. Well, the president noticed me, and he made the judge leave right away. He pointed a gun at me and fired. But why is he trying to shoot down the balloon? Oh, that's simple enough. When I arrived, he was about to murder your friend, the judge here. Me? Hey, you. Yeah, you. You told him about Sean. What did you think would happen? Why do you think he met with you in the first place? He thought you were going to expose him as an imposter. Because she knew about the truth about Sean's parentage, she was afraid. Afraid? Yeah, you could say that. The man was a total coward. His hands were shaking so much that he tried to get rid of me. He couldn't even shoot straight. So you see, it just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was an innocent bystander. You are definitely not an innocent bystander.
Hold it!
You're lucky that the bullet only struck the bottom of the basket. Yeah, I tried to get out of there the second he pulled the gun. Couldn't have my balloon go and pop. But it was a close run thing. So you left right then and there. Of course I did. He was shooting at me. Are you saying there's a problem with that? Yeah. There's definitely a problem. In the end, you managed to leave Kay there up on the rooftop. Which means you didn't actually leave the vicinity, did you? Oh yeah. Guess we forgot to tell you the next part. After he shot at me, he escaped through the hatch to the 51st floor. I hung around a little to make sure that the coast was clear, and then I landed on the roof. Would you mind amending that statement to your testimony? It makes no difference to me. Do we have any evidence of the auction?
Hold it!
The hatch leads to the storeroom where the items were the underground auction were kept. The auction? My memories are still a bit fuzzy, but the auction was 2 days ago, right? Indeed. The auction was being held on Indeed. The auction was being held on the 50th floor that day. And a bunch of people were going in and out of the storeroom while it was happening. Yes. They were, which means the president really did escape that way, as Mr. Saint says. Somebody must have seen him. There's no way he could have passed through there unnoticed. The problem is the time at which the event occurred. But should the timelines up, I think a certain piece of evidence can prove to be helpful to our case. Yeah, Lotta would have seen him. Lotta didn't mention seeing him. Serious, so his story is just, he just happened to witness the events on the roof from the balloon. If someone hadn't come along when he did, Judge Gavel might have been in serious trouble. So he's basically her savior, right? I don't think it's quite that simple. After all, he was there to commit a crime too. In order to expose that crime, we need to get over the testimony in detail. There must be a hole somewhere. You're lying to us again. I am. The president never entered the storeroom the night before last. Miss Hart testified to that fact. What? You believe the word of a two-bit hack over mine? I beg your gosh darn pardon. Say that about the chief again, I dare you, and I'll wipe that smile off of your stupid clown face. So we know Hart was camped out on the 51st floor the entire evening. But if our fake president didn't escape through there, then how the heck did he get off the roof? An excellent question, and one I hope to provide the answer to next. We know that you didn't leave via the elevator, so neither that nor the hatch are possibilities. He went down with the balloon. It's the only option left, which leaves only one possible way of escaping the rooftop. How did the president leave the rooftop if it wasn't via the elevator or the hatch?
Take that!
The balloon. He flew. Hey. Flew? Yes. Mr. Saint's balloon.
Objection!
Whoa. Quit fooling around, will you? Why in the world would I give that guy who lived in my balloon?
Objection!
There was a security camera on the elevator. Miss Hart was on the 51st floor the whole time. There's no other way he could have left that roof.
Objection!
You know what? Circus. You know what the circus is all about? Making the audience think you're in danger, giving them a thrill. But it's time to bring this act to an end. I'm not in danger here, even if you think I am. What do you mean? Watch and learn. Miss Hart, can I ask you something? You were keeping guard on the 51st floor the whole time, right? Never blinking for a moment. You bet your big toe I was. I done said as much in my testimony.
Objection!
Huh? This is a noise. The sound of Miles' faithful assistant falling through the hatch. That didn't scare you so badly you that didn't scare you so badly you fainted. Huh? So maybe I've mentioned this before, but I fell asleep for a few winks after that. Well, passed out unconscious, you might say. What? What happened? That explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Miss Hart. It was the sound of Kid Crash landing onto the storeroom floor. What? Well, what if I did? What if it did? That girl in the world ain't got caught in unaware sometime. Sorry, Miles, but that's what you get for putting your face in these people.
Objection!
It doesn't matter. Kay can't have fallen down the hatch until after the president left the roof.
Objection!
Are you sure about that? Allow me to offer a little counter theory. The coward fake president fired his gun at me. Then he hid in the shadows until after your friend fell down the hatch. What? So what if he did? What would that mean?
Objection!
Come now, even surely you can see what I'm insinuating here. It's elementary. The president had hid until after Miss Hart fainted. He could have passed right through the 51st floor undetected. No. And there we have it. Your little theory about the secret storeroom falls apart. Did he have to do that in my own voice? That's right. Oh, and one other thing. I might have let Sean's identity slip to our pal the president while he was hiding in the shadow. That's why he went to the set to try to murder him the next day, only to wind up being killed himself. That's right. It was Sean who murdered the body double.
Objection!
Shut up. What possible reason could the boy have for doing so?
Objection!
Oh, pretty good one. You already knew he was the president's son. And how did he discover that exactly? Because I told him. It's one of my trademark letters. What? No. 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 No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You're lying. Oh, you bet I am. Huh? Where am I? Maybe I did tell him, and maybe I didn't. Well, Shawnee boy, which is it? It was my fault the Torosaurus head fell off that roof. I admitted that much already. But I didn't find out about my dad until today, I swear. Well, well, well. I knew about the falling of the head thanks to the bug. Who knew it was you that made it fall? The president died from being crushed, was it? Alright, well that confirmed that, at least. You were the murderer. Congrats on getting your revenge. That ties everything up pretty neatly, wouldn't you say? Although I guess you'd say something more like... And so the pieces fall into place at last. Well, counter my unassailable logic if you can. You know my MO by now, right? I'm kind of a hands-off kind of guy. I just like to pull a few strings here and there. That was the case with Bronco. He was chairman winner. So what makes you think I'd let the fake president set foot in my balloon? Besides, I thought he was crushed to death by the model monster head. And who set the Torosaurus' noggin a fallen? What if it was not... The balloon's heavy. You said the balloon was heavy. You could have used that to flatten him. Is there any yellow on the balloon? Wait, there's other stuff in here. We've finally proven who's behind all this. Let's tie them up with that rope. I'll teach you the way of doing this. Even a professional escapologist couldn't get free. I understand the sentiment, but perhaps you could apply that fervor to the pursuit of the truth instead. Don't worry, I got my eye on that tank. Someone won't be escaping with this balloon if I have anything to do with it. I struggle to imagine him choosing to make his getaway by balloon. Look, you just had to leave it to me. Go concentrate on nailing him for his crimes, alright? I was carried away in this basket, right? Yes, although you were asleep. So I imagine you have no memory of it. And I'm nice to have at least gotten the flying memories out of it. Curse you, Mr. Mastermind. I'm gonna kick your butt and just you wait and see. That's not the main reason you want to get revenge, is it? Because the thing is the yellow powder. Could the yellow be from the balloon in some way? We don't really have anything else. Oh, wait, no, we said it was the flowers. And the flowers were... I forgot that we confirmed it was the flowers. I'm trying to think how that comes back. What can we use to prove it? It all makes perfect sense. That's how our imposter wound up dead. No doubt about it. And what was the motive behind the murder? This is the little truth I shared, just like I said. Get it? The truth? The thing you're so fond of? That's what caused the murder here, not me. No, that's not possible. Well, Sir Detective in the house. Somebody arrest that boy. Can't help but noticing nobody rushing to slap the handcuffs. What's the matter? Curse you. Just as I thought. Admit it. You're all the same. You, Winner, that idiot phony president. You really wanted real culprit to go free so you can railroad me into a jail cell, don't you? That's the justice you all claim to love so much. You only love it when you can twist it to suit your needs.
Overruled.
That's not true.
Objection.
Well, I'm not gonna make you. If you're not gonna make the move, guess I'll have to step outside and speak to an officer myself. Once I tell them the kid here's a murderer, maybe they'll finally do something.
Objection.
We're not done with your testimony yet, Mr. Saint. How did I know you'd make some excuses for stalling even longer? But you still don't have any proof, do you? Or by any chance of winning this? Tell me I'm wrong. You still want to prolong this agony? Well, as long as you know what you're doing. Oh, brother. He's not holding back. What? Did you forget that little Shawnee's life is on the line too? Hey, Malzarino. Take a deep breath for me, would you? Why would I do that, Fender? It's times like this you need to kick back, take stock, and be grateful for what you have. The worst times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Remember? The way in which the president made his escape is what you and the laughing boy can't agree on. So how about this for a little thought experiment? What if it's not about whether the big guy in the purple jacket got on the big balloon or not, but rather, under what conditions would Simon have been cool with letting him on board? He was drugged. A turnabout in thinking. Forgive the interruption. That's my 2 cents worth. Or your old man's, I guess, I should say. Maybe Gregory's techniques can still prove useful in this crazy modern era. He's right. Under what circumstances could the body double have been allowed on the balloon? He was a physically imposing man. What's more, he was carrying a gun. Could he have been drugged? No. There were no traces of sedatives found during the autopsy. Okay, so it wasn't that. Was he killed then? Yeah, because his time of death was approximately 11 p.m. on April 5th. He wasn't placed there until April 6th, and he was found in the morning of the 7th. So was the balloon the murder weapon? In which case, surely not. You ready to continue, Miles? And don't forget, this is what we're playing for. This is going to be tricky, but I have to tear his testimony down one statement at a time.
Hold it!
But it's the only way he could have gotten down from the roof up that building. Alright, let's just get one out, shall we? Suppose I took him down to the ground like you said. What's wrong with doing that?
Objection!
So you admit it, you did take him on your balloon.
Objection!
You're really obsessing over this one little detail. This isn't like you, Miles. And how do you think it went down? He held me at gunpoint and said, "Show me the city at night." That's ridiculous, and you know it. Or did you really fail to think this through?
Objection!
You said yourself you gave him Sean's identity. Surely that was enough to win him over.
Objection!
Win him over? Oh no, the man who shot at me? No, 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 no. You must have put him asleep and carried him away like you did with me.
Objection!
Very well, let us suppose that to be true for a second. Did the autopsy record the presence of the sedative? Ugh, it's no good. It's not giving us an opening. Anyway, never mind all that. There's a more interesting thing I'd rather talk about.
Hold it!
Actually, I have some doubts about that. I mean, if the president really was killed by the Torosaurus.
Objection!
Don't tell me you're throwing up your own pet theory in the trash, Mr. Chief Prosecutor. Or you the one who put all the trouble of proved man squished by a head hypothesis was true?
Objection!
That may have been my theory at one point. That was when we thought the head was the only thing that could have crushed it.
Objection!
Why the past tense? That's your theory, no? It's not like you to have anything else right now. The Brennan's body double was crushed under the falling Torosaurus head. No, there must be something. Some other piece of evidence that could link this man to the president's death by crushing. Do you think it's time you gave up, Miles? I don't like watching you struggle like this. We all know who did it. The model head is practically screaming his name. I feel like it could be this.
Objection!
Yep. You just dropped the balloon on him. Easy peasy. Sean didn't kill the president. The president was crushed by a monster. What? Did you really just say that? You? Oh, I get it. He's the kid who can communicate with giant peace, right? He used his special powers. The only person in communication with monsters was you. Sorry, but you must have mixed me up with somebody else. There's no monsters, pal. No monster pals here, I'm afraid.
Objection!
Why the false modesty? You're very close with at least one such creature. In fact, you can make this particular monster do exactly as you command. It was you who killed the president, Mr. Saint, and I can prove it. What? You're talking about the lion balloon? Yes. A quivering mockery of a monster filled with hot air, but a monster nonetheless. Not entirely unlike Mr. Saint himself. Sorry, you've lost me. What are you trying to say exactly?
Objection!
You seem very keen to stick to your story about manipulating Sean and the president. But no matter how true you may have wanted it to be, that was nothing more than a desperate lie. Even the most skilled animal tamer can't make the dead do his bidding. And the president was dead long before he left that roof, having been killed by your balloon. I get it. The thing may look lighter than air, but it weighs a few hundred pounds, right? And when the president attacked you from the roof, you had to think quickly in order to protect yourself. The method you chose, landing the balloon right on top of him. You didn't need to let him ride the balloon. He didn't need to coerce you into taking him. Because what you took away was his dead body.
Objection!
Wait a minute now, Miles. What you're saying is true. The president would have been killed by 2 nights ago. Which would mean the time of death recorded in the autopsy was wrong. It would? Wow, you're really losing your touch. Look again, it's written right there. Time of death, April 5th, approximately 11 p.m. Clear as day. April 5th. That was yesterday, which means... someone changed it then. Exactly. It means he died when the Torosaurus head fell off that roof. Something's off. All right, Sean. It's time to be honest with us all. You know that's the right thing to do. You killed your daddy, didn't you? You hated him, didn't you? We get it. Who wouldn't? He just left you. What kind of father would do that? No, that's not what happened. I already told you I didn't know who he was until today. Oh, but you did know because I told you myself. Can my theory really have been so wide off the mark? I want to thank you once again, Miles. You hounded Winter and Lagarde until their crimes were finally exposed. And by ruining them both, you helped me get my revenge. You gotta love those powers of deduction. If the time and death matched up, everything else would fit. So, could he possibly have cheated the time of death somehow? Oh, what was the other guy's name again? Carmelo Gusto. You ran him down for me. That was some great work you did there. Of course, Gusto. The IS-7 incident. You killed Frost and froze his body in order to conceal it. Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. If they determined the murder occurred during the afternoon tea, he would have been an obvious suspect. Bingo! He did the same thing. He took the body and put it in the freezer. The same freezer Sean was held in. Oh, I wish I could have been there to see his downfall too. How could you say that? He was your father. It's so scary. Jordan just keeps asking about what happened that day. Where are you, Dad? When are you coming to get me, please? I need you to come take me away. It's because I broke my promise? Because I didn't show up in time to help you taste your work? He was no father. He was no father. He left me alone on my own. What kind of person would do that? We may have shared the same blood, but that's it. Father, what a joke.
Objection!
You may not want to hear this, Mr. Saint, but you share more than blood. Hate him all you like, but you're more like your father than you know. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Fate can be strange sometimes, but this was no coincidence. But you and your father were the same, even in the message you chose. You deliberately threw off the time of death, just as he did. That's right. We rescued him from a warehouse refrigerator down by the harbor. A refrigerator unit? In a depot? I threw off the time of death? And how did I do that exactly? By hiding the president's body in a very specific place. You hid the body right here.
Take that!
You needed to keep the body cool somewhere. You also needed somewhere to keep Sean. Who knew that the two were connected? You're talking about the kidnapping again? Why are we bringing that up now? Because much as you may wish we had forgotten, we know that you kept Sean in a refrigerator unit. The same refrigerator unit in which you kept the president's body. Just as your father froze the body he was trying to conceal 18 years ago. What? You're saying I'm the same as him? The same as the animal who abandoned me? A sad irony, but an undeniable truth nonetheless.
Objection!
Shut up! I'm nothing like him. I could never be like him. He's nothing to do with me. We're nothing alike.
Objection!
Sorry, kiddo, but I think it's pretty clear that you and old Gusto have more than a little in common. Even you told us you didn't like sweet stuff. Way back when we first met, right? If that's not a product of your daddy issues, I don't know what is. You don't understand. You may have tried to disown your father, but he lives on in everything you do. You think the same way. And you're every bit as prepared to and you're every bit as prepared as he was to sacrifice others in order to protect yourself. Your crimes were exposed in the same manner. You couldn't be more similar. Or should I say? I don't know anything about a refrigerator unit. And a kidnapping? Nothing to do with me.
Objection!
Nonsense. You did it so you could blackmail Judge Lavelle. We know for a fact you were involved.
Objection!
You're a real danger to be around, you know that, Miles? What aren't you going to accuse me of? But it changes nothing, you still don't have any proof of incitement, of kidnapping, of anything. Gumshoe's not back, right? Edwards did send Gumshoe to investigate something. Gumshoe's not here yet. Or was he? I don't remember. Oh wait, are you planning, or maybe fabricating some, taking a leaf out of the old winner's playbook? Never. I would never do that. Can't let myself rise to the provocation. What was the line? No matter what happens, we must find the truth. Something like that? But only when the truth suits you, That's how the law keeps people down, isn't it? And why I had to get my revenge myself. I got away with it. I got away with it all. The guard winner. And now you. None of you can touch me. This is bad, Mr. Edgeworth. Is there anything we can do? Everything points to this man being our culprit. We need evidence, even if just one piece. Alright, it's been fun. But it's time we brought this little show to an end, don't you think? Stick around for the main event, though, won't you? I'll even let you in for free. If you finally admit defeat. Here it comes. Who was that? There he is. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Gummy, where have you been? I've been doing my job, just like Mr. Edwards asked me to. And Detective Gumshoe, do you have anything to report? I'm looking to a few quick things, sir. About the refrigerator unit, where the kid was kept. Was registered to the Very Big Circus, just like you said. And there it is, just in the nick of time. Excellent work, Detective. Well, Mr. Saint. Must be some kind of mistake. Why would a circus need a refrigerator unit? Valid question, I suppose. But we're no experts on the circus trade. Perhaps we could ask your department manager for her thoughts on the matter. Well, Miss Berry? We do hire a unit to store all our food for the animals. But I don't know where it is. I'll leave it all to Simon. He's so good at that kind of thing. You fool! Simon, you're scaring me. Such a shame. By rushing to find a solution after the fact so often leads to mistakes. You knew that if the body was found in a unit, the suspicion would fall on you. So you panicked and moved it to the grounds of the very big building instead. But you weren't counting on Sean being found in the unit where you were kidnapped. When you were kidnapped. If only you'd known that you were up against a great thief and an even greater detective. Is everything all right? You're looking a little pale. Don't think you've won just yet, Mile. You're missing proof of the most important part of your little theory. I am. Perhaps you could enlighten us. You don't have any evidence that I crushed the presidential faker with the balloon. And I know you don't, because there isn't any. I'm afraid there is. What? Mr. Saint murdered the victim as we think he did. There should be traces of the misdeed on this piece of evidence.
Take that!
Analysis of the balloon basket should turn up the evidence we need. The balloon again? You already have the bullet hole. What else do you expect to find? We, expect to find plenty, actually. Isn't that right, Mr. Edwards? Now, there's not... We don't see any for sure, right? Part of me was thinking, like, maybe there's some of the yellow from the flowers in here. But we can probably test if there's any trace amounts of it. We expect to find plenty, actually. Isn't that right, Mr. Edwards? If there's truth to be found, then he'll find it. He's a hero of justice. He sure is. Well, we'll find something for sure. Mr. Edwards has gotten out of the tighter spots than this one before. What they say? What we believe in you, Mazzarino. And so does your pop. He's looking down on you right now. I know he is. Just stay calm and see us through to the end, Miles. Miles Edgeworth. A perfect victory is only moments away. The president's body double was killed on the balloon. Traces of a certain substance will prove that. And you, Simon Saint, will pay for your crimes at last. I'm looking forward to this. Time to wrap up the mystery with past, present, once and for all. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, deals a final blow to this unforgivably wicked man. The last piece of evidence that will prove your guilt beyond a doubt. What should we expect to find in the balloon if it was used to crush the president?
Take that!
The flowers! When Sean found the president's body, he also found a bouquet of lion lilies. Lion lilies. Symbol of the connection between parent and child. A popular flower back in Zangfa. That's your proof? A bunch of flowers that would be rotting in a dump by now? A bunch of flowers that Sean threw away? So much for your beautiful symbol of parental connection. That's got nothing to do with any of this. Ignore him, Sean. You threw the flowers away. Not much is true. But the bond they represented remains as strong as it ever was. The president held on to them until the last, an act which provided us our final piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about? The flowers Sean disposed of had been squashed, flat. They must have been crushed by the balloon. If we examine the basket for traces of lion lily pollen, what do you think we might find? No, you don't need to do that. You looked over the basket just now. Anyway, if there was any pollen stuck to it, you would have seen it. So, those flowers are bright yellow.
Objection!
Not all evidence is visible to the naked eye, Mr. Saint. Huh? Emma. Yeah? I'd like to call on your scientific skills once again, if you don't mind. Leave it to me. Alright, let's take a look at this balloon basket, shall we? Ah! I've got something. Bright yellow pollen, just like you said. If it's from the same flowers, it shouldn't take more than another quick test to prove it. And there we have it. You murdered the president, and this murderer you carried out by yourself. No! Look at this. No! You crushed the president with that balloon. Then you loaded his body into the basket and took him to the refrigerator unit. Why? Why go to the trouble of removing the body? Because he knew another incident was scheduled to occur in that same evening.
Oh, Rosie Ringer's murder.
Exactly. If it left the bodies there, it would have interfered with his other plans.
I get it. So we couldn't leave the body in the refrigerator unit for too long either, right?
Indeed not. So while returning to the big building to drop the body off again the following night, you must have observed the fire that Sean caused, and Torosaurus' head falling as a result. That's what gave you the idea, wasn't it? To frame Sean for the murder.
You made it seem as though the falling head was what killed him, so my son would take the blame. Despicable coward.
In order to achieve your aim, you lowered the president's body from the balloon to the lock below. And while he was dangling from the rope you used, he was caught on Sean's rehearsal tape.
No! How did you see through it all? How?
You manipulated people, and you manipulated this case. You just manipulate animals on stage. You thought you were all powerful, but your reign is at an end.
Animals look like they're mad at you, Simon. Even Bunny and Asa. They really thought you were their friend, but you're not. They said they're sad and mad at you all the time, same time.
Stop it! Stop looking at me like that! Perhaps they will, when you finally stop clowning around. You're not cut out for comedy. Your tale is destined to end with a whimper.
Don't get away from me! Get away from me! Leave me alone! Dad, where are you? I'm so scared. I don't know what you're talking about. I've done nothing wrong. Nothing. I'm not a bad one. They are. Why, Ponko? What did you stop me from seeing my dad? None of them would do what I see. I couldn't. I would have wanted to. Couldn't trust the police. I couldn't trust anybody. I was all alone. There was nobody to help me. But that man, he helped me. Connors was the only one who ever helped me. So what if I used people I had to? Is that so wrong? No! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Ow! Ow! That hurts! Stop it! You stop! No! Ah! No! Ah! No!
It seems the game is up at last. Uh-oh. The killer. Mr. Edgeworth, may I be the first to congratulate you. You have unmasked the person behind this entire sword affair. Now, I am free to... No. Guns are so clumsy. Don't you find?
I don't have a gun.
Please. Not only are you carrying one, you were just about to draw it. You must have stolen it from the president after murdering him. This gentleman betrayed a bond of trust. He knew the so-called president was an imposter, yet employed me to kill him nonetheless. There's nothing more dangerous for an assassin than to be lied to about the nature of one's target. If one does not know the cards one's opponent is holding, one can be very unpleasantly surprised. But that was not your true crime. No. Thinking you could deceive me, manipulate me, that is a crime for which you are about to pay. Oh boy. No. Oh, shoot. I also just realized Connus's number is boss. BOSS. You. It's been a while, killer. Step aside. Step aside, Connus. That man is my target. I would politely ask that you call off this particular job. He'll pay for his crimes, but in prison, not at the end of your blade. And if I refuse? Let's just say that I might not take the loss of the one life that I've ever saved too well. You saved a life, but Himahama Karnas, the blind butcher himself. Preposterous, I know. But yes, I, who have been taken so many lives, once chose to preserve one. That of an innocent young pup. And he, in turn, saved mine. Something of a bond formed between us. Laugh all you like. I know I would. But I would respectfully request that you spare him. As one professional to another, I ask that you let this particular target live. Very well. The boy must mean a lot to you. Thank you. I am in your debt. You need not thank me. I simply see a little point in the two of us killing one another. Now then, I bid you all a good day. No, get back here! Get him, Lang. You have my thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. This young pup needs to be shown the error of his ways. And you have done just that. Alright, I suppose we better be getting back. Our ironclad enclosure awaits. Doesn't it, Helmut? Yes, yes it does. Oh, hello. You killed my dad, didn't you, old man? I will not lie. I did. My victims deserve to be remembered at the very least. But I sense a great hatred for me from you. Horned pup, in that case.
Sean, no!
You must not falter, little one. Here, you may use my knife. Take it, and cut my throat. One short slice is all it takes. I was growing rather tired of carving my little statues anyway.
I want revenge. I want it so badly. Sean, don't do it. Please, Sean. I beg of you.
At least, I didn't tell just now. I would have done anything to make you pay, no matter how long it took.
Oh, but you should make those who have wronged you pay. It'll make you feel so good, trust me. All the pain, all the suffering, it all goes away. It drowns it out, numbs it.
Maybe it does.
But in listening to you, I thought maybe that's what I wanted. Sean. But it's not just about me. Say I get my revenge. How does that help anybody else? If I become a murderer, my mom suffers 10 times more than I ever would. And so would all the people I work with. They're counting on me, and they worry about me.
Thoughtful words indeed, little one.
Yeah, well I get it now. I won't ever forgive you. But I shouldn't be the one who gets to punish you. That's what these guys are for. My mom, the prosecutor,
people like that.
Sean.
Wow. You may be young, Sean, but you're way wiser than I'll ever be. But at least consider trying to be better yourself, Kay.
Very well. Then I suppose we'll be on our way. With me, young pup.
On our way? To where?
Where else? To the prison. Our home.
Our home? And with that, the case came to an end. A case that had dragged so many people into its orbit. But as for me, there was one last thing I had to do. We have to get our badge back. Like, we can't end on because Edward becomes a prosecutor then.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Edgeworth.
What's the big idea, big guy? Want to tell us what we're doing here?
Mr. Edgeworth. Your request has been processed and approved.
Huh? Your what now? I've asked for my prosecutors back to be reinstated.
Your badge. What is the meaning of this?
I'm returning it. From this day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer.
I still can't believe you did that for me.
A certain man once said that to be an attorney is to be a defendant's most trusted ally, and that by believing in your client, the truth will make itself known. That man's image has been forever burned into my memory, as strongly as the vision of my father fighting in the courtroom. Good old Gregory. But that's his fault, his and my father's path. Mine lies elsewhere.
Mr. Edgeworth.
My path is that of a prosecutor. It always was. Well, and I guess that's that. I'm sorry, Fender. No, I did it. And besides, I can tell that by the look in your eyes that you're a miracle your mind's made up. It is. Alrighty then. Like our work together is diddly done. Just don't go crying old Eddie if you change your mind. Club's now closed to new members. I understand. Hey, Milestone. Care to tell me why at least? How come you're so dead set on popping up the old prosecutor hat back home? You once asked me something, Fender. Now you can keep fighting crime as a prosecutor, or real people as an attorney. Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you, one only you can answer. I've been thinking about the question ever since, but how I'm meant to live my life. Now that this case is over, I think I finally know the answer. I'm going to help people as a prosecutor. You can't do that but can't you do that as an attorney? Look at it this way. Simon Saint was also a victim of sorts. He lost his only parent of all those years ago, and with him, his ability to believe in just a world. I know how that feels. To lose somebody so important to you, to lose faith in everything, to doubt everything, and be utterly alone, to fight and fight and fight. All that I can hope is to do get every defendant declared guilty, so I make it my policy. But I was lucky. Somebody was kind enough to save me from myself. Are they really just gonna not have a thing for Phoenix there? Come on. Mr. Saint had nobody. He had no face in the law. He felt that seeking revenge himself was the only option. But I doubt even you imagined that the body double would ever go so far as to co-opt the country's police.
No, I sure didn't. As long as Winter was around, there was no evidence ever going to stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. The guard almost got away with it again.
I wanted to help people like him. And how do you plan to do that? If I had been able to rely upon the law, none of this would have happened. Captain Winter made a mockery of justice, and in doing so, drove Mr. Saint away from seeking it. The law is only as good as its practitioners. It can be a shield that keeps people safe from harm, or a sword wielded to wound them. Just one among many of the law's great contradictions. You can say that again. Yep, what we folks in the trade talk about a legal contradiction. The law is far from perfect. But we cannot solve such contradictions in the law without engaging with it. I don't think an attorney could have saved Mr. Saint. But a prosecutor, custodian of the law, I think perhaps they could have. I plan to take up my badge again, confront those contradictions at every turn. Very Malzarino, I like it. No, it won't be easy breezy though, right? Fighting the law itself, and lawyering on the hard mode. I understand that. Somebody has to do it. No, I don't doubt that. If it has to be anybody, it should be you. Laws are like people, I guess. They both gotta grow and change, adapt or perish. Am I right? You're gonna smash this. I just know it. After all, you're Gregory's boy through and through. If there's one thing that man did not know how to do, is give up. Eye on the prize and straight on till sunset. That was his motto. You know what? I saw the same determination on your face the second you mentioned taking up prosecuting again. You know what's really gonna grow and change? Hate to be the big cheese ball, but you. I only wish that your dad was here to see it. He'd be proud as all get out. Bender, thank you.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if you're ready to begin, we can get the ceremony underway.
Please.
By the power vested in me by the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, I, Verity Gavel, do hereby incite the Almighty Goddess, reinstate Miles Edgeworth as a servant of the law.
Let's go!
All right, you're a prosecutor again.
Best news I've heard all week, sir. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, I got a scoop. Bob's gonna want to know that his kid just signed up for the opposite side a second time. Thank you again, Fender, for everything. Don't thank me yet. Next time you see me, could be across the court. And his face is a whole lot less ruthless charming when you're on the other side of the aisle. I would relish the opportunity to face an attorney trained by my father, I hope the day comes very soon. Alrighty, vendor out. Welcome back into the fold, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Thank you, Judge Gavel. I owe you more than I can say. You do? You strove to right the wrongs of the committee from the inside. That must have been a lonely battle indeed. Not at all. I was never truly alone. That's right. You had the goddess of justice on your side. Thank you for teaching me that it's possible to fight in such a way. The contradictions within the committee are like those within the legal system itself. We aren't able to oversee them. The real truth will forever evade us. I have you to thank for teaching me that, and for setting me on this path. I hereby swear to confront the contradictions that affect the law, and to overcome them. And I thank you for your commitment to that cause, as does the almighty goddess. I truly believe that such efforts are necessary in order for the law to grow and improve. I will look forward to seeing you in a courtroom again soon. As will I. You did not see the best of me when I last oversaw a trial. Next time will be different. I will show you what it means to serve justice with true impartiality. Judge Gavel, I don't mean to call your motivation into question. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? But, to my mind, the ideal judge is not wholly impartial. The ideal judge is human. Even in a courtroom, they laugh, they cry, they rage, they smile. And then, when it is all said and done, pass down a judgment based on that very humanity. I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but perfection isn't always the loftiest of ideals, and it's certainly not the only thing to strive for. Forgive me, this is my opinion, nothing more. You are right, of course. There are other ways. I thank you for sharing your insights. Mr. Edgeworth, there's another reason I was never truly alone during my long struggle against Chairman Winner. Someone else was with me. Someone other than the goddess. Amelie. Oh, Sean, of course. Sean, too. Sean is always there for you. Of course, Sean. This is a clip this clipping he gave me. Bleh. This clipping gave me more courage than words can express. Simply having it near gave me hope. No matter how hard things get, no matter how formidable one's opponent, when we feel that we are alone, we can keep going, no matter how hard the road ahead. Mistakes have been made, but we must fix them, for Sean's sake and more than anyone's. Like the mistakes made in the incident in which his father died. So you see, there is something more important, even to me, than words of the goddess. Though it may anger her to hear me say such things. So that was your secret weapon all along. The strength of your bond with your son. Perhaps you are right. Perhaps I should not strive for an unachievable perfection. But I must grow. As a servant of the law, and as a mother. That I believe above all else. I see. It seems that we both have plenty still to learn. Indeed. We are neither of us perfect yet. Huh? We are neither of us perfect yet. What? I think that comma is supposed to be after it. Indeed, we are neither of us perfect. No, it still doesn't work there. Indeed, we are neither of us perfect yet. Let's continue along our chosen paths, and continue to grow as we tread them until we meet again. I will look forward to that day. May the goddess watch over you as you embark upon the next step of your journey. A lost title. Okay, new path forward and path justice. Remember to follow the path until it finally leads me to the truth. No matter how hard it might be, no matter what obstacles may arise, woe betide. Whatever they say, I lift upon my voice and
Objection!
Objection! Why did the text go so fast there? I do not know, but that ending. Okay, this final case was pretty dang good. The text just goes way too fast for me to keep up on this. I don't know why it's doing this, but okay. Just wait for your next job to kill her, yeah? I don't know why we just let you escape. You're stuck here longer, Sawit. Suck it up. things aren't so boring over there, huh? These two. You don't owe us anything, Miss Scone. Get out of here.
Do I follow my art or do I follow my heart, dude?
Oh, good grief, Larry. Compliment from Big Bad. No, don't go back to work. You suck. Yeah, go back to Europe, Emma. You got some work to do. Yeah, Francisca. They hid a secret door burning. I have a match. It's not my family name. It's out of so much more. It's out of our entire nation. Carry on that legacy to fulfill his great last wish. Even if our president was an imposter. Even if the real president is long dead. And it takes all my efforts, all my medicine. I think I will rise again. Can't wait to see it. Lang for president, let's go. Go from Wang to Lang. Let's see it happen. Start again from scratch. I won't let what he did ruin everything. Pretty soon I'll be better than him. Yeah, go for it, Eustace. Let's see you do it. Do a bit more growing up, please. Been a busy few days, huh, sir? Unbelievably so. Unbelievably so. How did so many important cases all come along at once? There's never a dull moment when I'm around. Guess I'm just luckier than me. Wait, so all this stuff happened because of you? No, Gummy. How could you say that? And yet, I don't think the good detective is entirely wrong. Well, okay, what now? Will you be returning to your thieving practice? Yeah, good question. What, you're not sure? How can I put this? I guess I feel like I've been trying to follow my father's footsteps this whole time, you know? Trying to become a great thief just like he was. The Yatagarasu. Or a Yatagarasu at least. But, watch out. All this planned out for you, Mr. Edwards. Got to thinking, maybe I need to get out there under his shadow and live my own life, too. Just like how you decided not to do the whole attorney thing. Just like, it's time to make your own fate. She's right. After all, nothing thrives in the shade. I'm going to be my own hero. That sounds like an admirable plan indeed. I won't be giving up the name, though. I can't not be the Yatagarasu, right? Whatever name you pick, you always be K to us, K. You always be our hero. Aw, thanks, Gummy. You always be my Gummy, too. You bet I will. Now I'll be doing my detective thing.
Just as hard as always. So I'll be counting on you too, sir.
Yes, and I'll be counting on you too, Detective. Just as I've been counting on you these last few days. You've helped us out on too many times to mention. Thinking your accelerator review may come as a pleasant surprise.
Yes! Justice for Gumshoe! Huh?
Huh?
Wait, you mean...
What's the matter, Detective? I'm saying you'll see to it that you get paid a little more, Detective.
You will? That's unbelievable, sir.
No way! Go Gummy!
It's like a dream come true. Can finally leave the instant noodles life behind.
I don't think I'll be letting you rest on your laurels. You won't be getting any easier. I hope you understand that, Detective.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Give you everything I've got. Just you wait and see.
Bender and Judge Cavell set me on a new path in life. A path on which I must face down every contradiction that the law has to present. A path whose end lies the ultimate truth. But can I really do this? I need to give some serious thought. Certainly won't be easy. Nonetheless.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's another reason I never was truly alone during my long struggle against Chairman Winner. Someone else was with me. Someone other than a goddess. Of course, Sean. This clipping gave me more courage than words can express. Simply having it near me gave me hope. When we feel that we are not alone, we can keep going no matter how hard the road ahead is.
So that was your secret weapon all along. The strength of your bond with your son. The strength of my bones.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What? What is it?
I was trying to find other members from my Yatagarasu team, right?
I do vaguely remember something about that.
Never even found a single one. We're gonna be unstoppable in our quest to steal the truth. So much for that little pipe dream. You're kidding, right? You already have a team. Then I can solve any case in the world cares to throw it. Huh? Yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah, I guess I do.
The prosecutor, the detective, and a great thief. Between the three of us, we can hunt down the truth and put it in handcuffs and steal it once and for all.
Can't help the feeling that I'm a little sorry for the truth in that case.
As long as the three of us stick together, we got nothing to fear, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Indeed. Nothing at all. My father followed in his own path, right to the end. And now I follow a path of my own making too. But not alone. I have some colorful companions to help me. As long as they're beside me, I won't lose my way. There's a new path and a new me. And I'll be walking it as a prosecutor, not as an attorney. My father's path and mine are different. But they're not as separate as they might seem. Though the routes differ, the destination is the same. Because of course, both end at the truth.
Victory!